All right, hello everyone. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Brian. If you happen to be new around here, let's see here. Am I going live? Am I wiggling? Am I jiggling? Is there frame droppage? All right, hold on. Let me adjust some things. Just like scale this down a little bit. See if that ends up helping out at all. Can I move? Can I go? Feels okay. That feels better. But yeah, let me know, guys, in if it's how the performance is. I went in and just to go through my settings with the game. It's interesting how they have. I guess I could probably just do it like that and just lower it to that default setting. I set my quality to low, motion blur off, VSync enabled off, use occlusion culling, and then I have, I guess, this on. Let's see here. If that's running any better. We'll see. We'll see. Boom. Game is running like it runs. Feels like it's running fine. It could just. Oh, good. That actually looks like it's doing much better now. Let me scale the screen here to do the thing. View. Let's see here. Studio mode, and then go into my scenes for the game. And let me just scale the game that way. There we go. All right, sweet. Then we go back to the gaming scene. Cool. And then I'm going to turn off studio mode. Cool. Excellent. All right, that looks like it's doing much better. What's going on, Martin? How you doing today, dude? For those of you who are new to the channel, I guess I could probably just do a re-intro and we'll cut that out of the VOD. Hello everyone, and welcome to Ginger Prime Loves MMOs. My name's Brian, and today we're going to be stepping into the PAX Day Alpha number 2. This is running with DirectX 12 on Unreal Engine 5, and right now you can see here it is a beautiful evening. I've just got my character created. I'm going to be playing on NA East. I already forgot the server name. Let me pull up the Discord. Agatha, the first one, and I picked my home base as the Shire. If you guys want to get involved, the community is check out the top link in the description to be able to jump in the Discord. And if you want to come hang out and chat while I'm playing, you're already in the right. You know, just jump into the chill room once you get set up on the Discord. So that's pretty much it. That's the intro. And I don't have anybody hanging out with me yet, but let's go ahead and see what we got going on in the game as well. Let's see here. There we go. That's how you sprint. I played the first alpha and really enjoyed it. Alright. I get Clay. Anyone? Clay is by the rivers, and it's like a brown, red-ish. What's up, Brooke? This game is called PAX Day. It's a upcoming Sandbox or survival sandbox MMORPG by the guys who made EVE Online, and this is built. Right now it's dark, but it's you can actually own and claim land. Let's see here. See how. Welcome to PAX Day. This will give you some pointers on your first steps, tips, and mapping. Reading through this help will save you a lot of time. You can close and reopen at any time by pressing H. You can also find help on the official Discord. Important note: key mapping is unavailable in this build. You will need the QWERTY layout, so make sure you have that set up. First step: start scouting to find the perfect location for a home. Pick up resources on the way. Don't hesitate to stack some Genesis rocks and branches, as they're going to be helpful discovering new resources and unlocking recipes. All right, let's do some scouting. That requires a degree in economics to play for Eve, yeah. Those are player-driven economies for you, man. So some people don't like that, and nothing wrong with it. If you're not a fan, I understand. All right. I guess I learned some recipes. Nice. I discovered a new recipe. Ooh, new recipe. I think they need to work on their notifications. What else can I find? I do not have... I need a tool, I guess, to cut down the trees, but it looks like we got some... maybe branches right here? Nope. Yeah, generally speaking, for a lot of MMO players, Sandbox is something I personally have always preferred because it just gives you so much freedom, and but then the content really is driven off of the players who are playing it, as opposed to like the devs having some kind of curated, content for you to enjoy. Now, I feel like the future of the MMO is going to be a blend between the theme park and the sandbox. Yeah, I haven't seen an NPC ever, Martin. That'll be interesting to see because, but then again, like I don't think I made it that far in the alpha. Wooden pegs, I can make that. Let's see here. Let me pull up my character menu. That's party menu. What's my character tab? There we go. Craft. What can I make? A pointy stick. Interesting. I need one more thing of wood. I can get a construction hammer. I need another thing of wood. A stone axe, another thing of wood, and a crude shield. Okay. Gotta find some wood on the ground. Can I punch a tree? No, I won't let me punch a tree for wood. Yeah, it's when it's all said and done, the sandbox is something that I wish and I want to see people like we have a bigger, like a bigger draw, because it solves some of the problems that people have with theme park, but it introduces the problems that theme park was created to solve. So it's like, yeah, if you don't have enough players, or if you have to put an absorbent amount of time, then it's going to struggle. And no, I was not given any keys. So if the devs, but I have been in the past, Martin. So right now I do not have keys to give away. I will mark the stream if I get keys to give away with that. Yeah, I'm gonna make myself an axe because wood is definitely in high demand. The audio, the video, like I was really impressed with the Alpha 1, and then Alpha 2 is looking really good. I'm really excited this game's also coming to GeForce Now, which is going to give me the ability to play it in way more places. It's also cloud native, is what they kind of called it when they announced it. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works in the long run. Oh, is that wood? Like, I think I'm seeing wood, but I'm not. But one of the cool things is that like the cities will be built by players, right? So it's like that's just freaking cool. And so you can team up, and so if you're a part of the Discord, we will be playing this as we usually play lots of things. Apparently this wilderness update and does more for the PvE combat, and it also introduces the PvP. So we'll see here. On looking for some wood. I'm in a forest. Let's go. Oh, is that wood? Oh, that's just it looked like it's a zone line. Ooh, raspberry. I'll take that. Yeah. Yes. Raspberries. Need a lantern. It's dark. I think it'd be kind of nice if they just let you punch trees and knock a stick loose or something. Yeah. So anything that you see that's built is usually going to be a player settlement. What's up, Solemn? What's going on, Chili? How y'all doing today? some of this guy's wood. He's built a little fence. I guess that's what we're all maybe competing for the same resources. And then the economy and systems have not yet been added to the game itself, so there's still that, but it's a breathtakingly beautiful game. I'm doing good, man. Oh, yes, found myself a tree branch. There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco. Stone axe. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and craft this bad boy. Oh, good, and I got it. All right, now do I equip? Sweet. There we go. Now, let's get to work. Oh, seriously? Is this a weapon and not what I needed? Oh, there it goes. Oh, it's just too hard. Alright, so let me go find smaller trees. You're working instead of gaming, so it could always be better. Yeah. I get that feeling. Alright, here's hopefully some small trees that I can chop down. There it goes. I was thinking I was trying to do an attack. There we go. Alright. Oh, torch. Sweet. Oh, cool, and it auto picks up. That's nice. So it's not like, oh, you chopped down this tree and I mean, I could still trade it with another player. Oh. Got a beehive. Basic beehive. You learned a new recipe. Ever since Final Fantasy 15, I will always display things like that. I discovered a new recipe. Alright, cool. Oh, cool, and it's telling me how my inventory is filling up, too. That's good to know. Oh. Come on. Oh, alright, I leveled up my wood cutting. Sweet. Yeah, I think this is going to be an interesting game because, like, with its focusing on PvP, just like with Throne of Liberty, I think you're going to see, you know, like people who, I guess, go off of more of a, you know, traditional theme park model MMO. They'll probably try it out because of its hype, but then they'll leave quickly after they're like, wait a minute, there's no quest that the game's giving me to do. Let's pull up the inventory now. All right, got some items here. Let's go craft. Construction hammer. Craft. All right, and I got my construction hammer, moderate. Let me go and see if I can craft it myself a torch. Let's go. Oh no, it failed. Try to craft another one. Got it. Woo. Let's see here, can I equip this? Can I equip this too? Alright, is there... How does this work? With the... Oh, I guess I can drop it down here. So if I want my hatchet there, my construction hammer here, my torch here. See here, activate and drop. Max health, max stamina, health regen. So raspberries heal. I'll drop those in here. Keep my inventory in the bag. There we go. Alright, so if I pull number 2, I equip my torch. Perfect. So much, that's so much better. That is definitely so much better. Boom. Alright, now, let's see here. I got my construction hammer so I could build a workbench, and then I can start making more things. But, I'm gonna go explore a little bit. And let me just pull up the map here real quick. So I'm in the Shire. So there's water up here. We got, it looks like some players right there. Then we have the river. Maybe I want to set up my home somewhere more along like the river. Can I mark the map? Add, remove marker. Control, click. There we go. The wind will guide me. I like how they did that from Ghost of Tsushima. It's very classy. Saw a man running through the forest. Where am I at? This is me. Okay, that's me right there. And that's not, it wasn't water. That was just visual. Okay, good to know. I was like, that's an interesting shape for a lake. Enemy over there. What's up, sweetheart? You ate your Cheerios? Mm-hmm. You want me to turn it back on for you?
No, on.
You want me to turn it on for you?
No, on.
I said on. Here, I said
Off it on this one.
okay.
You do not want anything.
All right, come on. Let's turn it on. I'll be right back. Always on that daddy duty. Let's see here. I know what time it is in game. Let's see, N for notifications. So these are all the things I've learned. Cool. Nice. Alright. How do you equip a spell? That's a good question. What are we looking? Alright, we're going here. I'm thinking maybe make my home around here or something like that. It is just, I'm really kind of just blown away by how I feel the game is so immersive. It really takes me back to my Final Fantasy 11 roots. And then it obviously like levels it up in terms of like what it's attempting to do. What do we have here? Raspberries, yeah. As well. You don't mind if I do? Alright. Any opinions in the alpha so far? I've only crafted a little bit. I think there's some performance things that I would be like, you know, like when it was running, I was like, oh man, it's not handling the stream well. So I know it's launching in early access as and on GeForce Now as well, which will be a huge benefit for me, and then I can kind of play. So I've got the screen resolution kind of down a little bit far, so it's like in terms of that, I probably maybe I can scale up my UI a little bit, because it's like everything kind of feels a little bit on the smaller end on this big screen. So maybe that's where I need to start. Let's go with UI scale. Yeah, that's much better. That is much better. But I love sandbox MMOs. Like in my mind, like I always kind of view them as a very kind of, you know, when people talk about like cozy and comfy kind of games, like this is my Animal Crossing, for example. Like this is just like, all right, like I'll be a guy who just like, what do you do to relax? Like, well, I go and I gather stuff, I craft things, I put them on the market for sale, and eventually I buy myself really cool pieces of gear. And then, you know, like it's a game. It's supposed to be a little bit more of a slower paced game, you know. So knowing that about myself and the games that I prefer, like I'm immediately drawn into like a game like PAX Day. And this is something like, you know, like I think pairs well with No Rest for the Wicked, where No Rest for the Wicked is just like the combat is just so like incredibly well done. The game, you know, like where it's like, all right, if I didn't feel like, you know, grinding on a, you know, let's say a boss just kills me 125 ways from Sunday, then I can kick back and be like, all right, let me go back, let me go into PAX Day a little bit and manage my house and home and stuff like that. Happy to find all this flax. I think I can turn that into fiber or some kind of thread. And clay is also a big resource. Reeds, nice. If I can find places like essentially what I'm thinking about for my home, is literally just going in and finding a location that has a lot of natural resources real close to it. So that way I don't have to do a lot of running. But that's gonna all kind of vary. That's rock. I'll grab some rocks, sure. Stone's important, especially as you start building walls and homes. But that's where I want to find some clay, which from the last time I played was near the water. Like all rocky over here. We'll make our way down this riverbed. See, here's a player-driven house and whatnot, right? So check this out. Hey, what's up, Shadeless? How you doing, man? So a player built this, and there he's right in there. There he is. See, that's him working on his house. That's going to persist in the world. I think that's freaking cool. You feel the same about Sandbox MMOs, so you can understand? Yeah. These are games that, like, if you try to play a Sandbox MMO like a theme park MMO, there's gonna be drama. What's up, Chill Game Theorist? The stream could be stuttering a bit. I've tried to lower all the different settings. Let me see if I can make any more settings adjustments. Let's turn off DLSS and see if that helps at all with the stream. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Seems like it made it worse. Alright, well, let's turn that back on. Alright, DLSS. Ultra performance. I'll say balance, maybe. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, alright, let's try that again. Say ultra performance. Yeah, that seems better. So I think performance mode for DLSS is where it's going to be at. Shadeless asks, how is it? It's really good. I really am impressed already. I'm so happy to be back in. I really missed when I had to put it down and stop playing. Alright, let's keep going down, following the riverbed. I'm looking for clay patches. Oh, good, yeah, the performance mode seemed to help out dramatically, so rather than quality or balance. Ultra performance mode. What's up, guys? Lazy adult gamers. Dude, chill. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts, and hopefully we get to maybe team up. I posted the world that I went to. Here's some clay. That's reeds. There's some clay. That's what I'm hunting for. Now I can make bricks. So I know there's some clay here. I'm trying to find to see if there's a better spawn for clay. Let rock. Yes. Thank you. Oh, oh, oh. Pointy stick. Basics, but it gets the point across. Rain lily. Okay. Crude shield. Inventory is now full. Alright. Interesting. I'm assuming that was dropped by another player. How cool would it be to build my house on top of the hill? I build a city on the hill, guys. Hey, Vol, what's up, dude? gonna claim some land. Oh, inventory is full. Okay, now it's time. So I want to be a man of the river. Head down. Let's get closer to the river. Oh, and here's a bunch of clay. Oh, this is what I wanted. Cool. Alright, now, how do I get some land? 8, is that it? Claim a spot. Before building houses and crafters, you must claim a spot. Lots. Alright. Before building houses, crafters, you can claim a lot. You have 2 unclaimed lots. There we go. There we go. And then as you're like in a clan or whatever, you can... I'm gonna claim it. Yes. This is mine. Ha 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 ha! I'm a landowner. Bellwright early access. I haven't heard of that one. Manor Lords in early access Friday. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, got some land. All right, now if I bring up the menu, construction. Okay, start building my home. Crafting. What do I need? Rough wood beams, roughen wood planks, and wooden pegs to be able to make a basic carpenter's workbench. Wood chopping block. There we go. And then a campfire. So let's start with a wood chopping block. Alright, and then let's go with the campfire. And different props. No, we're good. I'll work on building walls and stuff in a little bit. Let's get out of this, and then let's go back to number 1. Alright, sweet. Is my torch out? Oh my gosh, torch has no durability. Fascinating. Alright. Wood chopping block. It allows me to make some pegs. Easy on the carpentry. Okay, here's the planks and things like that. So let's... Oh, I don't have any room. Okay, here we go. Let's bring up the inventory. Stone. I have a couple of stone axes. I can just set them down on the ground perfectly. Perfect. Alright, now. Craft item. I don't want to craft all 80, but I want to craft 20 of these, I think. Is there a way I say 20? Oh, I craft 5 at a time. Yes! Let's go, let's go! Get it, get it! Yes! Okay, so that's 10. And this is such a so-placed game and I love it. What's up, Chrono? How you doing, dude? Alright, another 100 XP gain in crafting. Oh, this is not going well. Got it. Alright, that's 20 of those guys. See, if I could pin a recipe, I think it'd be really nice. But I need to make some stuff just for storage and whatnot. Let me go back to my crafting menu. Pointy stick, stone axe, torch, repair. Well, let me repair my torch. Well, I'll just say repair items, whatever. Now, let's see here. That was that. Let me go back to the construction menu, which is under the hammer. And then under crafting, under props, or under construction. What was it? Crafting. I wanted a workbench. I got the pegs. I need 4 beams and 6 planks. Okay. Alright. Beams, beams, beams. 4 of these bad boys. Oh, this is its level. It's hard. Woo! Alright, Alright, well, let's go with the... Let's try the planks. I'm Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, failed. No! Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Oh, I got one. Sweet. And I got some experience for that. So I need this. Get it, get it, get it. Oh, wow. This one's going real well. Cool. 139 XP gain for carpentry. Cool. All right, let's go with the beams. Moderate. Oh. I have no more room. All right. Okay. I went a little bit too ham on the gathering. Okay, let's see here. Back to inventory management. That's going to be probably why do Sandbox MMOs struggle. Well, they're for kind of a unique type of guy. All right, so that's another stone axe. I'll just drop that down here. So I got 3 apparently stone axes, which is great. I guess I'll pick those up now. I should be able to craft the wooden planks. Got it. Those are making 3 of them, so I should have enough with this. There we go. Perfect. All right. And back to this. Oh. I made planks again. I'm an idiot. Alright, beams. Beams. No more room. No more room. There will be room. I'm going to drop 2 of you guys on the ground. And then if I go back to here, rough wood beams, craft. So you had to apply. I was already in it as both what is listed as an elder, but also as an elder. Also because I was an alpha 1, and you can apply on the website, and you can use Ginger Prime as like your friend code, and it might give you a chance to get in. It increases your odds if you haven't linked to your Discord and I believe your Steam. So those are things that are making their way. So this creates 1 beam. There we go. Let's keep it up. Keep it going. It'd be nice if I could specify the amount that I wanted. Like, you know, make more. Arrow up. Because I get 1 or all. And I'm like, neither of these options are what I want. There we go. All right. Now, here we go. Okay, great. Excellent. Perfect. All right. Have that. That's what I wanted. All right, now let's get out of this mode. Campfire. Meat grilled chunks, meat grilled chunks, meat grilled chunks. Okay. Do not have meat to cook. All right, now probably need to do some storage. Makes it a little bit easier on me. Construction. I have more construction things I can build. Stone foundation. Wall. Stone, stone, stone. Pickaxe would probably be very helpful, but we will see. Basic beehive. Interesting. I don't know why I would want a beehive, guys. Huh. I need more clay for a charcoal kiln. Alright, let's see here. Maybe it's the pointy stick, axe, construction hammer, torch, anvil stone. What's this do? Required to craft a stone anvil. Interesting. Crude shield. Basic tools. round container, round flower pot, okay, wicker basket, tiny stool, straw. I need rough string leather to make the round container. Basic fletching tools, flint. I have the rest of it. Basic tailoring tools required to craft the tailoring workbench. Need bone fragments. Basic leatherworking tools, bone fragment, flint, wooden winch. Need pegs. Craft the water well. Okay. Wooden door, round flower pot. Oh, a sample chest. Okay, this is a much easier recipe. I need 2 more planks and 20 pegs. Okay, there we go. Good to know. Of course, I don't have any inventory. All right. Craft. Trivial. All right, crafting again. Now, I think it's planks that I need. So I think it's actually a fairly long alpha. And I honestly, the theory I'm operating off of is that this alpha runs into early access. But I could be wrong. They could go into alpha 3. So they could, you know, last time I thought it was like 2 weeks or something like that, so I do not recall them announcing like it's gonna run from this point to this point, but maybe that's just my memory. Let's see here. All right, now go back over here. The one feedback I had was like I want to be able to draw from crafting from my storage. Same footage, same feedback I have for No Rest for the Wicked. Chest. Yes. Craft. Success. Yes. Cool. Now, is that an inventory item? It is. Okay, cool. It's considered a prop. Now, permission, private, public, clan. I'll set it to clan. Alright, let me drop some of this stuff in here. Can I right-click it? Oh, good. I can just right-click. I free up my inventory a lot. All right, now let me make another storage. Oh, Chill Gamesayer says it runs until the 30th. Thank you very much for the information. I don't know why I was like drawing a blank. So 1 week, not bad. We'll see what we can get done in that amount of time. Can I craft that from the props menu? Like, is it... There it is. Sweet. Now... What's up, Yammerin? How you doing, dude?
Not too bad. Yourself?
Dude, I'm doing great, man. it's a great time to be a gamer.
You streaming?
Yeah, I'm on Ginger Prime Loves MMOs, namely because I was like, oh yeah, I've been putting the ARPG content primarily on Prime, and I was like, well, I got the MMO channel.
Right.
I was like, I'll be over here for MMO stuff, like New World and Final Fantasy and PAX
So
Day and whatever.
is this a luncheon loot or?
It's like a lunch and loot plus a little extra. So I actually budgeted 2 hours to kick back, relax, and hang out.
Okay.
All right. So I think how many planks do I got? 10 planks. I think that's enough. That's enough. All right. Now let me see if it will let me just do it from the props menu. Okay, I have to actually make it. Missing ingredient: the chest itself. That makes sense. Simple chest. Craft. Crash, what's up, dude? He says, I can't wait till No Rest for the Wicked comes to Xbox. It is a game. This game coming to consoles? I would actually bet yes. It does support control play. Like I can play with the controller. It does support GeForce Now. It's gonna like launch in early access, and so like I do have a feeling that we'll see all kinds of stuff. All right, let me can I get there? Nope. All right, let me. Oh, can I stack it on top of each other? I wonder if that screws with me. All right, I can stack. Sweet. All right, now drop those planks, drop the reeds. All right, that's right. I can just right click. Let's see if they added in the craft from inventory option. All right, now I think I put the wood in there. I did. Okay, so if I can still craft. Can't. Okay. Bummer. All right. You got to have it in your inventory. That's going to be the meta game there. All right. So what do I need to make next? I need some wood. But in terms of the workbench, pointy stick, I already have one. Wooden shelf. Wooden door. Stool. Leather working tools, flint and bone, basic fletching tools. What's fletching, Cameron? What's that word mean in this case?
Fletching would be wouldn't that be the feathers on an arrow?
Okay. Maybe
I think.
Yeah, that sounds. I can make a stone pickaxe with a long, rough wood stock. Let me do that. I have another tool.
Yeah, it's the feathers on an arrow that help stabilize an arrow.
Thank you. Thanks, chat. Appreciate y'all. Thanks, Cameron. Okay, cool. Now I should have enough to make that pickaxe. There we go. What's an anvil stone? Like that's not making an anvil. Is that a tool? Like, I think there could be a little bit more information.
Anvil stone might just be like a stone anvil.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, is this like? Yeah, well, we'll find out. I need a little bit more stone for that, so we'll grab that. Swap over here. I should probably. Craft. Torch. Missing ingredient. What am I? Oh, I'm missing resin. Okay. Let me make myself another torch, and I'll drop this one because it wouldn't let me repair it. Old school RuneScape knowledge for the win. Alright, now let's go ahead and say goodbye. Useless torch. Axe here. Torch there. I have a pointy stick. I have some clay. Got some sapwood. Some stone. Actually, got planks. Beehive stuff. What can I... already have a Genesis stone axe. Let me just keep my inventory clean as possible. Alright, let's go out and do some gathering. Yeah, like we believe, and maybe Chill Game Theorist, if you know, like, there's no NPCs in this game. It's all, like, player driven. Watercress. Didn't learn any new recipes from that, but I'll take it anyway. Is that boar? Oh! A little bit of lag in that damage. He's doing some damage to me. Oh no! Die, boar, die! Oh! Oh no!
That's unfortunate. Man, the lag in this game.
Yeah, let's... Alva. Alright. Corpse summoning. When you get close enough to your corpse, or the corpse of the party member, you can summon it to your location. Do I know where my corpse is? Oh, there it is. Do I know where I am at? Oh, okay, there we go. Lots of flax, which is great. Oh, there's that boar. Oh no. Oh, shit. See how far he chases me. Okay. With the music change, maybe it's safe.
Huh.
There we go. Just picked up a whole boar. Process him. Sweet, that's excellent. All right, now. Where was that son of a gun that got me with him and his buddy? I would have managed it just fine. Would have managed it just fine. Did you get him? Oh, you got him. Okay, cool. What's up, Val? How you doing, dude?
Doing alright. My PS5 died on me.
Oh
so.
no, it did. It bit the dust.
Yeah,
This is
overheated.
Dragon's Dogma 2 killed it.
Yeah, Dragon's Dogma 2 killed it.
Oh, I'm so sorry, dude.
Ah, don't worry. Got another one on the way today. So.
Well, hey, there we go. So, just watch out for that
Yeah.
that dogma.
Yeah.
Boom.
So you doing, Yimron?
Doing okay. Just woke up like 4 or 5 minutes ago.
Oh
I
man.
just finished having dinner.
Oh yeah. What'd you have for dinner?
Southern fried chicken. That was
Dude.
about it.
I miss fried chicken.
Huh.
Oh yeah, you're on a diet, aren't you?
Yeah, for a long time.
That's what you eating now then?
I generally eat. So for lunch today, I've got some grilled chicken that I'm gonna make, and I might do a vegetable. So it's like, and that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have some pistachios I might snack on.
I feel your pain.
One of these days. One of these days, Alice.
So how's the game?
It's great, dude. Like but will people like this game? Absolutely not. Like there's gonna, if you're like, oh, I like MMOs. There's a new MMO coming out, and they're gonna come in and they're like, what the f is this? That's why I think it's genius for them to go into launch as an early access game, because what that's gonna do is it's gonna let the people who want that game to succeed, to build a strong community, so that by the time it's ready for full release, that, you know, it's like, oh, cool, like there's a lot of cool things, a lot of feedback that the devs have already implemented, you know, because like performance issues right now within this game, you know, like, yeah, like there'd be people who are like, performance issues, I'm out, you know, it's like, I'm out of here. It's like, I get it, that's fine, like, no judgment. But like for me, I'm just like, all right, yeah, it's an alpha, I gotta, you know, or it's early access. Well, yeah, I think that in and of itself, it can be a double-edged sword, but it does, I feel like it gives a little bit of grace in terms of like, oh, okay, just need a little wait a little bit. They'll get it. They'll get it.
It's such a weird concept that people get angry that it's not feature complete in alpha, or even stable.
Well, that's just most gamers. They just don't understand the development process, and they're just like, I'm excited for this thing. I want to play this thing. It's going to be perfect, and so they build it up in their minds, and then it doesn't essentially deliver on that, and it's like, okay, let's see here. All right, can I? Let me see. Do I need to build a foundation? What do I want to build next? Craft. This is like a very short list, so then that's why you want to have like the things necessary. Wooden door, simple double door, basic leather working tools, basic tailoring tools. Okay. Oh, I did get a bone fragment there. Let's see what this is about. Let's see what these basic tailoring tools are about.
I'm getting PTSD from RuneScape with this.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of that is gonna be here. Oh, a spinning wheel, simple tailoring table. I learned new recipes. Okay, so that's what that was about. Let's see here.
Does it tell you what each individual item is actually for?
Unfortunately, no. I think there's a lot of. That's what I'm as the content creator in me is like. There's gonna be so much opportunity for guides.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, who knows? They could always add, you know, more descriptors in, etc. But all right, so that's not there. Maybe that's under my because it's like some things are under certain things. So under crafting, yeah. So I now have these recipes. So rough wooden plank, peg, linen string. So what's this do? Short rough wood stock, planks, and pegs. Okay, so I can make a spinning wheel. So let me go ahead and do that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, because essentially you'll end up seeing, you know, a rotation of like, hey, how do we make as much as what, you know, of this, that, and the other thing. Make some pegs. Forgot how, like, and the thing is like, if it let me like track the recipe so that it's like, oh, I'm trying to make this, and it's like, there's definitely some quality of life things that I wouldn't complain about, but whenever you talk about quality of life in these kind of games, you do run the risk of making it, yeah, it's like, oh, you made it so easy that it, you know, somebody might want that more slow-paced kind of thought. So short rough wood stock 10 and planks 1. All right, I'll make the planks first. Yeah. Let's see here. And then short rough wood stock. Oh, no more room. Of course, there's no more room. All right.
So is everything built by the players? Or
everything's built by the players.
Okay.
The one thing though I would love is that if crafting pulled from my chests, so that way just like, okay, I already have the item. Let me just do that.
Oh, 1 second.
We'll grab those there. It gives me a little space. Now, it was the short, rough wood stock, I believe. And I think 10 of these. This makes 2. Yeah, because it also doesn't give me the ability to like specify like make 10 of these, you know, constantly craft until 10 are made. Like that would be really nice. There we go. Now I got 10. All right, let's do my spinning wheel. Alright, now. Coarse linen string. Let's go. Yes. Alright, now I'm obviously missing the ingredients. Oh, it takes 30 fibers. Ooh. Ooh.
That's a lot.
Yeah. It makes 10 string, which is good.
Alright.
But it's like, yeah, there we go. Learning. Alright, now, let me go back over here and let's pull out these. Do some inventory management. That's what a lot of this is going to be. Flax fiber. Can I combine these? There we go. Okay, good. At least it does the combining. Welcome back, Vol.
Sorry about that. It just arrived.
Oh, your PS5.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Beans.
All right, now I'm going to put that in here. The hide. Basic tailoring tools. Do I need to have that in my inventory? I'm confused. It is what it is. All right, now.
And his name is John C.
Mike, coming in strong. What's up, dude? Thank you. Thank you for that.
Not much. Just got back from shopping.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to craft all. I'm going to check in on the kid one second.
How's it going, mate?
All right. Woohoo! I need to get me some new shoes. These things are, I think, not long for the world. Very hard tailoring, and so coarse linen string. Interesting. 30 of those. Coarse yarn wool. I need wool fiber. All right. Okay, so I got string now.
Thought you meant in real life there for a second.
What's up?
Thought you meant in real life there for a second.
Yeah, here I am, just like, guys, this is the coolest game ever. I feel like it's so immersive. Well, I got the wool fiber, the flax fiber. Okay. Yeah, let me grab you guys and see your watercress, chives, planks.
I have to admit, the new one is a lot smaller, but it feels a lot heavier.
Oh, you got the slim down version?
Yeah, they don't sell the old ones, unfortunately. I thought I could have got the older ones on a discount, you know?
Ah, that makes, yeah, they want to sell these. All right, now
Yeah,
all the flax that I gathered earlier is coming into good use.
And it's got much larger exhaust ports, which is good.
That's good. How much does the string stack? Because it's at 30. Oh, 40. Oh, and this is... Some things stack to 20, some things don't. I'm interested. All right. All right. Woot.
Brian, you need to clean up that
Sloppy.
inventory.
Yeah, this is
You-
PAX inventory management day.
You've got a sound effect for everything, don't you?
Just about.
He does.
It's great. I love it. I'm happy he does it. He's apparently just sad. All right, so it stacks to 50. So the threads stack to 50. That's good to know. All right, cool. All right, now.
Well, I've also saved myself some breath. I mean, controller support is
Overrated.
Well, whatever. Yeah, and this game features controller support. Woot woot.
Yeah.
Overrated.
Overrated. All right, and a simple loom. All right, all right. I need more clay to make that. Construction-wise, small stone foundation. Short stone wall foundation. Stone wall foundation. Stone pillar foundation. All right, let's see if I can start crafting myself a little place. Call my own. Oh, it uses clay as well.
How much do you need to like process the raw materials in the game?
It looks like quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because that can just seem time consuming.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll get there. We'll get there.
There you go, Brian. A 2x2 square. That's enough for you, right?
This is all I need. This is all the man needs. You know, that and to constantly ponder the Roman Empire. Just need a 4x4. You know, a thing of stone to sit on.
Emperor Octavian did a census.
Let's see here. All right, now. Okay, let's. So yeah, I'm just kind of like, I'm sure I'm being very inefficient. If that makes sense.
That's all right, Brian.
It's a video game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
really. You don't have. It's also an alpha. You don't have to trust me.
Oh yeah, I don't have to
Freaking
invest my
people
entire
are
life
gonna-
for this.
People are going to. Or are gonna. Bleh.
Blah.
People are going to optimize the shit out of it. So
Oh yeah.
you know.
What is the most effective way to get the super rare material and will tank the prices?
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, right? I swear.
All right, so I got the tailoring tools, which
We just need to chill sometimes.
required to craft the tailoring workbench. So apparently, like, there's a tailoring workbench. I don't have that recipe yet, but doing that unlocked the ability to make thread and stuff like that. So that's important to note. At least that's how it worked for me. And then, is there any more leatherworking tools? You need bone fragments and flint. And then basic fletching, which is arrows. Yeah, that we determined. Blacksmithing tools, iron sheets, iron bar. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's just okay. I think we got to go back to the gathering. Let's. Oh, I probably need to make more of the storage. I'm starting to stack up on a bunch of stuff, and good. I have enough wood, I think, to do so. So let's do that. I don't need to walk around with all kinds of thread on me though. Just keep socking this stuff away. Oh.
Liam, why do you do this?
Let your cat back at it again.
Yeah, he's like half on my keyboard, half on my mouse pad. I'm just like playing a game.
What are you playing right now?
Armored Warfare.
Nice.
It's a World of Tanks competitor. I think it's better. I kind of War Fist.
I tried to play, what was it, War Thunder? I just couldn't get into it.
War Thunder, people complain about it so much. Like, I don't know, I've never played it simply because people complain about it so much. I'm just like, it's like a terrible grind.
Solemn wants to know what happened to your PS5. Did you use it in the upright position for too long?
I tried many different positions, and it just ended up doing me and my mates did a bit of research, and it turns out the model number of the PS5 I had was prone to, like, the adhesive on one of the components in the actual motherboard comes off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems it used to be screwed on, but it seems they've cheapened out on some of the later models.
Yeah.
Which, you know, for something that expensive, You really don't want to. And I know what he's talking about. He's talking about the liquid metal
Yeah.
that they've used instead of thermal paste. It works better than thermal paste, but the problem is thermal paste doesn't drip onto your motherboard.
Right.
You know, and it doesn't run as hot. The problem is it's also the heat distribution of the PS5 isn't as good as a PC. It's just not got enough fans. And
Incredibly smaller, so.
I'm going to be honest, like thermal paste is always the good, go-to. PCs that run at much hotter temperatures.
Yeah. It came out, son, early this morning, so it runs to the 30th as well. So I don't know if you got access to it, but if you did, cool. They've added like 100,000 players as a part of this alpha. So it's like,
Oh, that's a lot of people.
yeah.
That's
Well, I
a lot
mean,
of people
that's what
expecting
you
for an
want.
alpha.
You want to stress the. I mean, if they're stressing the system out now, I think hopefully that means that the whatever comes out, because like this is the second pillar of the game, so they've added in more combat, PvP, and PvE stuff to this build, and then the next pillar is like economy and trade and things like that. So that's still like access to the markets or whatever will be kind of neat, because like right now I guess I could trade with another player one-on-one, but if there's like a general market thing that you can connect to and list your stuff and sell, I think that will end up being what
Right.
we want.
Well, it's like New World, right? There are
Yeah.
no NPC vendors.
Okay. And sorry, I'm taking lunch and loot to a different direction.
You're good.
But you were saying Val was saying about trying different positions.
Yeah.
Well, I will
thought
add.
that too.
I will
Thought that
add
too.
that the slim
Giggity.
only goes horizontal. It doesn't go vertical. So take that as you will.
Yeah,
Giggity.
Katie.
basically.
I hope you got in too, son. If you want to be a part of the Discord, you can always use Command Discord if you're not already. You can come hang out with us and voice and play and whatnot if you're in. And if you're not in, we have lots of cool stuff going on.
I will say the slim.
Yeah, there it is. Ba-da-da, the stream is now claimed.
I will say though, it's the same size when it's lying down.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I was
feel
gonna
like
say,
I'm becoming-
everyone's
looks-
the same size lying down.
Looks
I feel
like I
I'm
can.
becoming my dad with all the dad jokes.
Oh yeah, it's inevitable.
What?
Yeah.
A test of your literacy.
A test of your literacy.
Thank you.
How do you have everything?
He's got it, dude. The guy's the
So
the
here's
champ.
the thing, right? He has his own server, but he also has Nitro, so like anything he so like he just adds them to his own server and then he just like
I added to my server, and also I have a couple other servers that I'm adding more soundboards to because my streamer server is full of soundboard unless I get more people to boost it.
I don't even know how that works.
You click on it and then you click boost.
No.
Costs money.
No.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the ada.
He has it.
I know he has it.
Yeah, there you go. Lamb.
And just like that with Room Brian stream.
Oh, I'm having a good time. I think it's
The only
hilarious.
person we're doing anything to is Yammer in here because he's getting some major
Emotional damage.
Basically. It's like
Not a fan of the weeb.
no, I'm just not a fan of the soundboard.
This is torture for him.
A little bit.
Uh-huh.
Here. My flint
All right,
there.
I'm running out of things to say. I'm having a brain fart.
I'm just amused. You want some PGMS? All right, 1 second, guys. Daddy duty.
Yeah.
Time to launch this thing and blow up another PS5. And then I turn them in for the Pro.
No, it should be okay.
It should be.
Yeah. it
If
should
you're trying to get into Destiny's still down right now.
Oh, well, I just need to download it. Like, it's probably the perfect time. Like, every single time my parents leave for a holiday, something in this house goes wrong. Like, whether it be the roof falling down due to water damage or something like that. This time my PS5 blew up, so it's taking something from me each time.
I often feel like I leave something everywhere I go. Every trip I take, there's always going to be something that I'm like, oh man, oops, I left that.
I thought you were going to sing there. Every trip I take,
Every step I take, I'm losing it. I don't know.
Brian, you got enough storages?
Are you sure? Because I'm gonna find all kinds.
You got enough storages?
I've got a good starter storage system, and
Okay.
then, yeah, so we'll get it there. We'll get there. Yeah, I just picked
I like
those
how you
things.
can stack them.
Yeah,
So
it's like I
you
just
know,
yeah, I just put it all up on.
because like there are some games where like you can't stack them because like the accessing animation is that it opens.
Mhm.
So like, yeah, cool.
All right, let's see here. Is this too
I don't
hard?
know why.
Perfect.
But you know, like plugging in machinery for some reason always feels like an exercise.
It depends.
I feel winded.
If you can swap it out, you know, like for like what was already placed in.
No, I'm in a completely different room. I ended up just redoing my entire office yesterday
cool.
because I was bored.
Well, there you go.
You know, if you don't have the PS5 or like the cons anything installed, you just kind of go on house duty.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe. Oh, maybe I should build myself a little wall so people
Lazy
know. Like,
adult gamers.
yeah, I thought I was like, that's a cool thing. And then that, like, the acronym is lag.
Yeah.
Yeah. So beehive.
That's unfortunate.
So I got it on. I mean, I got the email, but like I was already. So I already had like a guaranteed spot because as I was signed up in the Discord from the minute they announced. So they gave me this Elder tag, but I was in and they said Alpha 1 players are in, Elder players are in, and so I was like, oh, cool, I'm in. And so then I got the email with the code, you know, and I was like, all right. And so then I just registered the key, and here we are.
We all know it's streamer privilege, Brian.
Of course. They actually, one of the guys who's on the Discord servers, like, actually knew me by name. They're like, "Hey, what's up, Brian?" I was like, see, that's the thing. That's how I know that you know, because it's like I never refer to myself as Ginger Prime. I always refer to myself as Brian, and so I always feel flattered when people use my real name. So I'm like, "Oh, cool, you're paying attention."
So Brian, the real question is,
Yes.
chopping trees, how does it feel compared to New World?
New World, I think feels and sounds way better.
Okay.
How does the graphics also compare to New World?
Ah, man. Oh, that's gonna be all about personal preference. Like, I feel like, I mean, it's just both are breathtaking. This is Unreal Engine 5, and New World's obviously in Lumberyard. So it's gonna be a question of like, it's just gonna be your personal taste. And so like, I can't actually pick. I think both are just, you know.
Do we know how much of Unreal 5 they're actually using? Because
think a
the
lot of
selling
it.
point, the whole selling point of Unreal 5 is the lighting. You know, I think it's from Lumina, it's called, and
Yeah,
like the
Luminance.
nanite meshes.
Mhm.
But a lot of games, because it's just so CPU intensive, just don't even bother with it. And they just
I had
use normal.
at the start of the stream, I was having some like streaming issues where the computer was like, yeah. But that's the thing also for me. I was like, the fact this is launching when it launches in early access on GeForce Now, I was like, great, here we go. I'm not gonna worry about it. More chives. I'll grab.
I know art styles can vary, but a lot of people say there's a look that Unreal 5 has that's very similar.
It does have that look.
does
Somebody
have
tried
that
to
look.
said this was like just an asset flip game, and it's like, no, you're thinking of Quinfall, you know. So, yeah, and somebody in chat was like, oh, the game's already confirmed pay to win. It's like, no, they're just talking about they might do a subscription. I think for a sandbox MMO though, like it almost being that you're gonna have a lower player population. I think it's almost required to have you almost need that subscription if you want to really truly do anything, because otherwise then you just over incentivize a cash shop, and then your cash shop is built off of player volume, so you want to get in play, you know, you want to attract, and so you end up watering down your game. So it's kind of like an, you know, this leads to this, you know, leads to this. Can I get that rabbit? Oh, nope,
Kill
he's
it.
too quick. He's too quick.
I wonder what the minimum specs for this game is.
I know it requires DirectX 12, so it's like I'm gonna say like I'm running it in the lowest resolution on the lowest settings with DLSS performance
really
turned up to max. Oh yeah, and I got it scaled. Like this game probably would look light years better if I had all the settings turned on. Because like I'll just to show you guys, I've got it in windowed mode, UI scaled up, overall quality low, everything turned off. DLSS. I had to turn this to ultra performance, otherwise the stream was lagging. And then you know.
Not gonna lie, it looks great for low quality even then.
Yeah,
like it still blows out. It still blows most MMOs out of the park.
Oh, dude, like it's like that's one of the things that when it comes down to like old school MMOs and new, it's like this is like I want them to remake Final Fantasy 11, but if they don't, well, I got PAX Day. You know, it's like, you know, it fills that Sandbox kind of mindset.
It's the one thing sorely lacking from MMOs is the actual MMO.
Oh yeah. Well, and the reason it ends up being is that you got like in order to get the players, you got to try because the model isn't, you know, the subscription model just isn't cutting it anymore. You gotta you know, grab as many as you can.
This is what, free to play or is it buy
No,
once?
this is going to be a buy to play, and it might have even a subscription attached to it. And then they already talked, and the reason why people are calling it pay to win is that they're already like, yeah, we're probably going to have a WoW token, you know, like where it's like, yeah, you can take money you make and you can turn that into your subscription and vice versa. But the difference is you can't take the money out and turn it into actual cash.
It's just it's a reality of modern MMOs, especially with the botting issue these days, and the subscription isn't isn't good enough mitigating factor. Unfortunately, World of Warcraft still has one of the worst botting situations in the MMO industry.
In a player-driven economy, like the only way you get rid of the botting is you remove player trade, and so like you slowly just strip away features, right? Like okay, because Destiny doesn't allow for player trade. So you don't have like this big issue of people like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go and sell you this. But I think the overall game as like now that they're labeling themselves an MMO, like I think it suffers because it doesn't have crafting, true crafting and trade.
Yeah.
Now, just for everybody who's interested, the system requirements are you need DirectX version 12, which should be on most modern graphics cards. 16 gigabytes of memory, which is actually really high. For a modern game.
Thankfully, I've got 64.
Yeah, and you'll need at least a 20 series card, so a 2070 is what they're asking for, or they're asking for an RX 5500 XT. Right. So that's actually really high system requirements. But if you can get away with it on low settings, I think you should be fine. But it's also asking for 70 gigabytes of available space on an SSD, which isn't the biggest I've seen. You know, Destiny's 120, but it's still pretty big.
Yeah, I wish I knew how to mine stone.
Is this Amazon, right?
This is not. This is the developers. They were the guys who a lot of the team from WoW and EVE Online.
Oh, okay. That should be pretty interesting if they can get the player dynamic around the economy going. That'd be really good.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. EVE Online. And wow.
Hey, Bobby, I'm having fun. I'm learning. I like sandbox MMOs though, so like I know what I'm stepping into.
Yeah.
And that can make all the difference. So there's gonna be players out there who are like, "Where's my quest? I'm supposed to follow from this thing to this thing," and then it's like, yeah, it turns out.
I think Sandbox and Theme Park are kind of like Axis is on a spectrum at this point, because it's how much of a sandbox is your sandbox.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, how much of a theme park is your theme park. And I've seen some, like RuneScape is probably a good example of that, where it's got a bit of both, and it does fantastic. But then again, you can play RuneScape on your iPad, so it's doing pretty well.
I mean, can run on a potato, I think, but
It's a browser game, right? It used to be a browser game
it
when I
used
was
to be a
young.
browser game. That's how I didn't. That's what I used to think. See it as.
God, I remember some of the old MMOs like Adventure Quest and things like that.
Yeah.
I like that I can.
on a browser.
I like that I
Just
can
like-
set up my own. Like I like that having an impact on the world at large.
Can other people just come in and wreck it?
I don't think so. I think in the PvP maybe, but not in kind of your home turf.
Do they have different servers? You know, PvP server, RP server, that type of thing?
I don't believe so. Well, at least not yet. All right.
Because it'd be interesting to see, because it's always going to be a question in a sandbox: is someone's griefing me? That used to just be called playing the game.
I think no matter what, like you'll end up seeing kind of one of the game loops of it all kind of boiling up into a couple of big factions. So it's
Right.
like, you know, for us that we tend to be more like, you know, even, you know, slower paced, casual, hardcore players that I think essentially it'll be where we either, like, if we want to do certain things, we either need a alliance with like a big faction, or just be like, yeah guys, you know, we gotta have a big faction to be able to, like,
I think all of
accomplish
us
everything.
here are hardcore in terms of how much time and dedication we put into
Well,
the game, but I
that's-
don't think we go hard at it. Like, you know.
That's why the casually hardcore thing,
Yeah.
label kind of, I think, really works well, you know, in that regards, because I agree. Like, I love games. I'm very hardcore about games, but I also have lots of restrictions on that. So you know, it's like I easily and happily say, like, yeah, I'm not gonna there's no way I'm gonna be doing world first racing. There's no,
Yeah.
like, I'm like, it's just not in the cards. It would be like, hey babe, I got to take 2 weeks off work, and you need to watch the kids, and I'm gonna be up insane. It's like not even healthy at this. You know, I don't want to do that at my age.
I'm going to be honest, I don't think MMOs should have a world first. It seems to be pretty antithetical to the game.
Yeah. Well, that's the raid culture that grew out of the theme park, you know, of WoW in that regards.
I think the WoW one's dying as well, because you've a lot of the, you know, the, not like Liquid or Echo, but, you know, the ones just below them are saying, well, we're not winning anything, so we just can't compete.
Well,
You know, so, and they can't take 2 weeks out of their, you know, their year to go off work and, you know, do everything just to practice for a raid.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Yimrin, you were going to say something?
no, I lost my thought. Not because of you, just because I'm still tired. The coffee hasn't kicked in yet.
Oh, coffee sounds great.
I don't drink it.
I didn't until I had
I mean,
kids.
it's an American thing, mostly.
I did not drink coffee until I had children.
Oh, we've got it in the house. I'm just still on the energy drinks.
Oh no, dude, I got off that stuff
I've never.
fast. Like, that stuff's
I
scary.
think I've done. I drank one energy drink in college, and it wasn't even. It didn't even work. It was also like mostly a soda, like, you know, Mountain Dew's energy drink.
I
tried
didn't
that.
drink Mountain Dew. The minute that, you know, the story came out about how it killed like sperm count and stuff like that, I just went right off that.
Was it really? Wow.
Yeah, if you drink it's like aspartame in Coca-Cola, Diet Coke.
Yeah.
It's not if you drink one, you know, Coke a day or even 5 Cokes a day. It's like
Right.
if you drink 14 cans a
Yeah.
day.
And yeah, people go ham on the sodas.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's like, so if you're
that much.
4 liters of Coke, you're probably going to start to get to that threshold.
Yeah. No, I mean, I drink Diet Coke, but I usually drink 1, maybe 2 a day, if that. Like,
I get through a few bottles sometimes. Let's put it that way.
Really, dude.
And I'm not talking like the store bottles. I'm talking like what you call it, the
2-liter
2
bottle.
liters.
Yeah, dude, that's intense. No,
Mate, it
I've
just,
never.
sometimes the gaming session just takes over, and then I'm up at 4 in the morning.
Enjoy
Well, these
it,
ones-
because it's not gonna last for long.
Yeah,
You see,
right.
it's gone in waves for me. When I was 21, I could be much worse, and then I petered off, and then it went back up, and then I petered off again, and then I'm back to like staying up at 5 in the morning.
Oof.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for the next downturn where it's like bed by 10 p.m.
Right.
Thanks, guys, for the 14 likes on the stream, by the way. I appreciate y'all.
Well, I have to admit, the one thing I'm glad about is not having to eat so much anymore.
What do you mean?
Oh, when you're a teenager, you eat the entire fridge out.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Growing boys.
Even at uni, it was like, you know, we have stuff here called hangover boxes, and it's filled with
stairs.
it's filled with everything like hangover foods, and you just buy that.
Right.
And it's got like fried chicken in it, you know, naan breads, everything.
Right.
Here lies Pano. I guess he died. Got res. Yeah, this is my Animal Crossing and Final Fantasy 11 like married each other.
Yeah.
All right, can I build stairs?
That's good, Salt. You've gone teetotal.
I need more clay. Okay, and that's the missing ingredient then.
To be fair though, I have been trying to get onto like stuff like dilution juice and stuff like that. You know, like what you call it, squash. You guys would call it, I think.
Racquetball?
Well, it depends on the food, right?
Oh, I
Squash.
forgot my inventory's full.
It's just I know it's not healthy for me, but sometimes you just like
drowning.
get a bit of an addiction.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. All right, now.
I think that's the best swimming animation I've ever seen in an MMO so far.
Yeah, it's not bad. And make fiber.
It is weird how much games like Ark and Conan have impacted MMOs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's where it's like the survival MMO.
Yeah.
Like it was, like it really feels more like old school because there's like there's things that you gotta really work on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's just like the innovation with crafting? Because crafting has never really been taken as seriously as the other aspects of MMOs.
Yeah, it's probably perhaps. I like that the things that we have are built player built. I'm like, that's neat.
I wonder how it's going to work with Ashes, because they're talking about their node system and how it develops.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting.
Ah, fail.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you can fail at it?
Yeah.
No, wow.
Come on.
That's annoying.
Ah, no. All right. Either way, it worked. That was.
Is there any way you can reduce your rate of failure? Other
Yeah,
than, you know, getting
by
levels?
leveling up, by getting
Only by
stronger.
level.
You gotta
Oh.
RPG it. You gotta get that grind on.
Okay. That's interesting.
Here. Does that stack at all? Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I played a ton of Ark Selm as well. It was Ark and Black Desert for me in university.
Like, that's just a good game.
It is a good game, I just do not have time to get addicted to it again.
Yeah, I believe it.
Black Desert's one of those games which is so good looking for the time it came out that it just kind of consumed your life.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's still good looking now.
It is still a good looking game.
Alright, let's go see if we can find some clay. Whee! Shouldn't sprint into the water, guys. You're gonna take damage.
Wait, you take damage from going in the water?
If you run out of stamina.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Why is that? Hypothermia or something?
Because you're tired, so it's like you're basically drowning. But instead of making it where you just die, they let you continue to swim.
They let you suffer in silence.
Mm-hmm.
There was a big old clay deposit close to where I put my house. I built it there just so I could try to farm up resources easily. But yeah, resources are not instanced, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, so it's there, it's like we're not PvPing, but there is that sense of like clearly working together and, encouraging trade. See, this guy clearly has got a lot of clay. 'Cause he's got, look at all the smelters that he's got rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
Go up and see if you can beat one.
All
Or
right.
just destroy it.
All right.
Can you? If he's
No.
not around.
No, it doesn't let me
No.
know.
That's a shame. What?
One could argue.
Hey, it's an MMORPG. Of course, you should be able to destroy other people's stuff.
Yeah, I think that will exist in, like, they have a PvP area that it's like, yeah, you can. I don't know about how much that's
Yeah.
gonna be about building.
Because I wonder how they're going to stop it. Like, because Rust has server resets, but other people just come in and destroy your stuff when you're asleep.
Mhm.
I know Ashes. The solution they sought with it is, you can. It's got like peak times
Yeah.
for like PvP, which is a smart way to do it, to be honest. But I find that it's kind of ironic how far we've gone away from EverQuest, yet everybody seems to be going back to EverQuest now, 20 years later, like 25 years later.
Nostalgia plays a role in some of that.
I just think it worked. The WoW devs
did.
were trying to play on a formula which was already kind of perfect. They just kind of wanted to
made
raid
it.
more.
They made it more accessible.
I mean, was it? Because everything was just around raiding. It wasn't really more accessible in
I think
terms
the
of
early
crafting
days of
or-
WoW wasn't all about raiding people because it was a lot of people's first MMO, and then it
Yeah.
was accessible, so they were like, yeah, let's go.
I know the raids weren't hard, but I think it was still, that was the end game, was PvP and raids. And then over time it just got more instanced.
There's that lake.
I was quite sad to see how the successor to Ark just kind of dive bombed and failed.
What was this? Arc 2?
What was the successor?
Yeah, Ark 2.
It already came out.
Oh, really? It was called Arc 2? That's interesting.
Yeah, it was Ark 2, and I think it was Atlas. There was another one, like Atlas, which was which was more like a pirate themed one, I think. And they said it was an open, seamless world, but it was really, just servers connected to one another. And every single time you went to a new area, you went into a new server instance.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, technically, the spiritual successor to Arc is Power World, according to the devs. According to Power World's devs, rather.
Yeah, I bet.
So.
How many MMO devs have we seen has pedigree from EverQuest or, and all these other MMOs?
No,
then
that's what their devs, the Power World's devs said. It's basically Arc. It's like
Oh, that's interesting.
they said they modeled it off of Arc. So,
To be fair, Ark wasn't a bad game. It was really interesting. It's just nobody stuck in it long enough to actually get to the end game with the guns and the actual sci-fi stuff.
right. And I still think one of the coolest things is freaking like a dinosaur with rocket pods on its shoulders.
Oh yeah. Like I saw people like building massive structures on the back of dinosaurs. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
I would have played it. I would play Power World, but I just don't like the survival element stuff.
My kids are addicted to Power World.
I mean, it's a good game. I'm not
Yeah.
going to deny that. It is.
I'm just no longer in my Pokemon phase, to be honest. Like that time's come and gone. I feel.
If you have kids, that will come
maybe.
back.
Oh well, that's
Yeah.
good to know.
Because it's like, oh man, I love, like, we've been doing like Munch. There's so many things that it's like we haven't done in a while, but now as the kids are getting older, we're like, oh yeah, let's go watch
Yeah.
Star Wars, and let's go do this, and like, oh man, it's a great time to relive the MCU's first 3 phases. You know, we haven't started that yet, but I was sitting here, I was was like, the kids were like cleaning up the house. Well, they weren't cleaning. I was like, if y'all clean up the house, because like they're the ones that make the mess. So I'm like, yeah, you know, like, guys,
Right.
I go to work. I don't get off
just
work to
wait.
clean up after you.
Just wait till the AI maids are invented in 5 years. You'll be fine.
Dude. Yeah, by the time I won't need it.
I'm more worried about the AI girlfriends. So I saw a recent
Oh,
Asmongold
yeah.
video, and
AI
it's like,
girlfriends.
that is
That's gonna
scary.
take the problem we have right now and like just make it far worse. You ever see Futurama? They have a whole thing about like how you're not supposed to have sex with robots because it led to the downfall of humanity. And so just like Simpsons predicted the future, like they were like, yeah, because essentially like all the guys just had their AI girlfriends that were and they were like, you know, like you could never. Like you don't, and they would just keep having sex with their robots,
I'm
and
gonna be
no
honest.
humans were born, and so then the world collapsed.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
the guys you have to worry about. I think it's the women.
How so? Oh, perfect timing. Why would you think we would worry worry about the women? Like I think they're just gonna be lonely and bitter.
No, because I think they're going to have AI boyfriends like
that's true.
Adonis's physique. Why would you go for
I
your
don't
local
know. I think
neckbeard?
women need more than what men, you know, do in that kind of capacity. And maybe we should probably use boys
I think
for the
AI
term.
boyfriends are going to be more sophisticated than AI girlfriends, to be
Oh
fair.
yeah, AI girlfriends are going to come with an off button.
See, that's exactly what I was like. From a guy's perspective, it's like, all right, I've had my fun. My physical need has now been satisfied. I will go play video games.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
Mate, it's. I had to write an essay on that in 2019 at university. It was one of the topics, and either way, I was like,
What is
humanity's
the
dead.
pickaxe for? I guess there's going to be like iron nodes. That's what that's needed
Dude.
for. Like,
If
yeah, a woman with none of the complaining or the needs and all the cooking and pleasuring. Sign me up. Like, oh, dude. Yeah, but that's the downfall of humanity, Solemn.
I mean,
It's such a quality of life feature that it's going to
it
kill
is
us.
a sweet
Yeah.
deal, man.
It
How have I
kinda
sold you
is.
guys on this?
Well,
No, I'm
have you
just, kidding.
seen
I'm
the?
just kidding. I want something with more substance.
Have you seen the fact? Well, how would you know? It's going to get so good you can't tell. Like that's the problem. And I saw an article. I think it was like a year ago, where it's like you can it was like artificial wombs to gestate babies and stuff like that to solve the the replacement problem and stuff like this. And it
Yeah.
all felt very not cyberpunk, Blade Runner.
Yeah.
You know, it's where everybody's a replicant.
Brian, what happened to your shirt?
I got killed by a bunch of boars.
Oh, that's fun.
There's my body.
Oh man. To be fair, I can't wait for the future, but I'm also dreading the future.
That would work.
I think it has its perks to look to, but I'm also just like awaiting it with bated breath, like open. Shit
It'll be
doesn't
interesting.
fit.
It'll be interesting.
I mean, look, everybody here fondly remembers 2014 and how different even gaming was back then.
Yeah. I mean, things were a lot different back then.
What was it? 2014 was what the year's live services really took off. We didn't have MTX really.
Oh man, I thought MTX came in much sooner. When did it was Oblivion that released, right?
No, it wasn't
Skyrim?
really. It was with Oblivion, but it wasn't with Skyrim.
Okay.
But it didn't really hit mass market till about 2013, 2014. And then you
Right.
started getting, you know, the live service models with games like Destiny and all of that started
And
to
the
become
live
really
service models
mainstream.
were just based off of the MMO, just scaled
Yep.
down.
Yeah.
But
Oh, let's
you
just
also
take-
started to see it. Mass Effect 3 was a good example. It had an online mode, and you know that was loot box galore. The same happened in Dragon Age Inquisition. You know, those were single player games.
Actually, I don't remember when live services started to take over. I just remember they just started to. Like, I don't remember the year. Like,
And then you look at like Suicide Squad,
There was-
where it's like, oh, the live service game is the future, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, by the time
failed.
then by the time it was set to release like massive amounts of fatigue around the live service.
The problem is there's only so many gamers for your live service, and you're all fighting over what is a very, I'd actually see quite a niche portion of gamers. You know, these companies say, oh, well, there's always another 5% we can claim. There's always another 10% we can claim. And I'm like, you're counting mobile games in that, you know?
So I was talking with a writer, with an author, a few months ago, and you know, I told him, you know, we're not competition because we write completely different genres, and he says, well, technically we are, because we're both fighting for our readers' time.
Yeah.
Right? Our most precious resource and the thing we are most limited in is time.
You hungry?
So like, yeah, there's always another thing, but like, you know, people only have 24 hours in a day, you know, and even then it's like, people have jobs, people have to sleep, that sort of thing, you know. It's just like,
People gotta take care of kids. So
how many hours can people devote to your game, right?
Izzy needs a little bit of food, and it's almost 2 hours. I was shooting for 2, so it's just under like an hour and 50.
Okay.
So thank you guys so much for hanging out for this. This is so great. I'm very excited for playing a little bit more. I'll be sure to I'll keep playing. I'll continue to and I'll put out some thoughts about the game in the alpha later this week. So if you watched all the way to the end, and especially if you're watching this as a VOD, thank you so much for being here. Sound off in the comments. I'd love to know. And yeah, all right, that's it. I want to wrap up the stream. I will see you guys when I see ya.